opportunities that consumers want? Not entirely. In South Park's fulfillment center, there is more trouble brewing. As Steven explains, they can't do all the work by themselves. Now, what could happen with massively automated processes, including heavy machinery? Josh becomes a pinball among the machines and screams every time another machine carries him away. Steven and the other workers run up a chain link fence telling him to hang on, but it's too late. Josh is now in a conveyor system being knocked around like a package, and any attempt to help him fails.
It's not shutting down.
And what happens after such an accident at the workplace? Do they shut down for 3 days of mourning and offer counseling to their employees? Nope.
Whenever there's a workplace accident, you need to fill out a 1081 form.
For a change, it was South Park's turn to predict the future instead of The Simpsons. Less than 24 hours after this episode airs, news broke of a real-life incident where 24 Amazon workers were hospitalized due to a malfunctioning robot releasing bear spray repellent in a warehouse, which created new concerns for consumer culture. We want everything cheaper and faster. Amazon provides that by exploiting workers and creating dangerous working environments, and we know that. But we still buy from them, just like Stan, Cartman, Kyle, and Kenny. They find out Kenny is secretly trying to compete in the bike parade.
What are you doing?
But you can't blame Kenny. The stakes are high.
You saw that Larry kid scoring tricks with his bike, heard about the cash prize, and you decided to do the bike parade behind our backs.
The boys agree on owning the bike parade together, but time is running out. There is only one way for them to get all their stuff on time, by buying it on Amazon.
If we order everything online, we can have it delivered tomorrow. Make sure everyone ships next day delivery.
It's classic consumerism. We blame Amazon for everything they do wrong. Yet we keep giving them our money because we don't want to give up the convenience they're providing. There are many alternatives. You can go to Walmart or even a local small business with the hopes of finding everything you need there. But then you have to drive there, maybe even pay a little extra, and risk not finding what you're looking for, which the boys will soon find out. There is another group that is fed up with Amazon's antics. It's the consumer workers. After seeing their buddy Josh get turned into a package, the Amazon employees start talking in the cafeteria. They're breaking their backs, loading up forklifts, getting paper cuts. The consumer workers are uniting. They need a bigger paycheck so they can be better consumers. Steven still tries reasoning with them.
Yeah, well, we should be thankful we even have jobs, huh? Before the fulfillment center opened, we didn't really have anything.
But Amazon has another trick up its sleeve. They're not just good at facilitating our consumerism, they also watch out for our conscience. We wouldn't like to come to terms with our beloved Amazon exploiting their workers. It would make our hearts ache a little more with every order we place. That's why they cover up their injuries.
Amazon just posted a statement about Josh's accident. They're calling it human error.
But that doesn't sit well with their employees, who know what happened. So they resort to their only solution. They go on strike.
Amazon workers, we are on strike!
Has striking ever been the solution to anything? Let's find out. Cartman wakes up the next day.
Tear them to pieces!
Eager to start working on his project to win the bike parade, only to find out nothing has arrived. He asks
Way to swat that bug out, bud.
stuff. He knows nothing about when it will be arriving. On the news, Tom is standing in front of the fulfillment center, where hundreds of employees are on strike. Here, we meet Josh again, who's turned into a sentient package. And he isn't just a package. He's an anti-capitalist rhetoric package, spouting Marxist talk.
There's those at the top who control the means of production, and then there's the working class that enables those means by selling their labor power for wages.
This sparks interesting questions from Tom.
Can you get out of the box?
Or even more interesting.
Do you get hot in the box?
And it sums up modern journalism very well. Whenever anybody gets too deep, they cut to banter. But Tom isn't the only one having a rough time with the interview. The mayor will soon get her turn. Mayor McDaniel, like most public servants, is busy doing her duties when she's hit by the sudden shock of inconvenience.
4 to 6 weeks? I can make my own towels in 4 to 6 weeks.
Luckily, help is just around the corner. But she doesn't want help. She wants towels.
Not now, I'm having problems.
Jansen mentions it's Jeff Bezos, after which the mayor lets him in.
Right on through here, Mr. Bezos.
Now, Matt and Trey masterfully picked Bezos' appearance with a throbbing butt brain and telekinesis, which is a homage to Star Trek's Telosians, an evil race determined to enslave all humanity, just like he's enslaving everyone in Amazon.
Mr. Bezos, how great to see you again. How have you been?
Here we learn it isn't the first time the mayor and Bezos have met. The mayor asks Bezos if he's here because of the strike.
Gotta do the
which
restart.
he mentions the deal he had with her.
We had a deal, Mayor. You told me this town would be the perfect place for one of our fulfillment centers.
Jeff explains why the people in South Park can't strike.
Would you like to know why Amazon is so successful? Because the customer is all that matters.
So he gives the biggest threat imaginable if the mayor won't fix it.
Perhaps you should no longer be a Prime member.
Slight inconvenience is the last thing the mayor wants to experience. So she tells Jeff that she's going to do everything she can. But she isn't alone in this battle. Others are getting desperate as well. Stan, Kenny, Cartman, and Kyle are still all waiting for their packages.
Anything? Did you get anything?
They can't believe that their stuff won't be delivered on time for the bike parade, until Stan asks a good question.
What did we do before Amazon?
I myself almost forgot, but there are places where people used to go shopping.
At the
No way.
the mall.
The mall in South Park is as dark as you'd expect. It sits abandoned and looks dilapidated.
It's like a fucking 1 in
Plants have
20
broken
chance.
through the asphalt in the parking lot.
Way to swat that
Inside,
bug
the
out.
building is dark and devoid of any lighting and covered with trash and plants. But are malls actually that grim nowadays? Not really. Just like Blockbuster, the malls have to change. They have to adapt to the new online direct-to-consumer trend. Big retailers are shutting down locations like Macy's, who's closing down about 150 stores because they are unproductive. This frees up space for new retailers or a completely new different type of store. Top-tier malls, known as Class A malls, are pivoting towards an experimental model, replacing those department stores with grocery stores, casinos, gyms, ice skating rinks, and in some cases, even residential apartments. Malls can become a place that's more about experience and service. On top of that, there's businesses that require physical locations like hairdressers, nail studios, and phallic-shaped objects to put into your mouth.
Look! It's wiener on a stick.
The boys find out that mall employees have devolved into mole people, but the boys come here with a mission.
We came because we need
Oh,
stuff.
come
They
on,
mentioned
no
that there was a
vermin
bike parade in
round, 'cause
town
I
for
need
which they need some stuff.
manglers.
Do you need shoes?
One mall worker asks, to which the boys do in fact need. But for their bike parade, they need a specific color-coded shoes in their 4 sizes.
We do not have the inventory that online wholesalers can provide.
Which the mall workers can't provide. The boys want to get the hell out of there as they start to realize it's pointless to shop somewhere where they can't get the stuff they need. But the mall workers are desperate. And desperate workers might be the perfect solution to South Park's problem right now.
Wait a minute. You guys, I think I have an idea.
Other workers are also getting desperate, as the strike is still going on. Steven returns home with bad news.
They've decided to punish us by taking our status.
But it just isn't the status as an employee. It's much worse.
There's no easy way to say this. We're not Amazon Prime members anymore.
They are now USDA choice, almost as good as Prime. But there's inner conflict brewing for Steven. It's barely a
Mangler.
satire at this point. Exploitive megacorporation is catering to the will of the consumer, who values cheap convenience.
Oh my goodness.
The undervalued workers must go on strike.
I'm gonna do this
but
one
not
more
everybody
time
is
and
going
I'll have
to
to
risk the
restart.
strike. Families need to be provided for, after all, and kids need stuff. Which is exactly the situation Steven is in, so he prays at his computer.
Please, I don't know what else to do.
We'll try
My
completing the
family's
next
all that
round.
matters. I made a promise to provide for them.
Which is then overheard by Bezos, who can spy on all of his customers with his army of Alexas.
Without his Amazon Prime status, he fluctuates between being and non-being.
Like Bezos expects, Steven, the consumer worker, will start doubting the point of striking. So they have to start preparing facilities for strikers that want to return to work. In this case, a bus. Which brings us back to Tom, who is still standing at the Amazon Fulfillment Center, where the tension is still rising. It isn't just Amazon employees striking anymore, there's counter-protesters as well.
We want our stuff! We want our stuff!
Tom is yet again asking some intriguing questions at the protest.
If you pay for shipping, can you go anywhere you want?
But the true question is, does striking ever really work? Well, yeah. Striking can actually be really beneficial to employees to get higher wages and other benefits. A great example of this is the 2021 John Deere labor strike. But for our South Park example, they have very little chance of success. But why? Well, imagine you work for Amazon in their fulfillment center, in a job that doesn't require you to have any prior education or experience. For a company like Amazon, you're just one of the many. And if you can easily be replaced by other workers, your bargaining power is pretty low, which is the case for these Amazon workers. Then, there is what economists call surplus labor, meaning people available and willing to do the job in the current conditions. Amazon could just bring in new workers, which they do when Stan gives Jeff a call.
We know a whole bunch of people who can come work for you.
But in true selfish consumerism practice, you won't do it for free.
And if we get you workers, we want them to deliver our stuff first.
Which brings us to the next episode, Bike Parade. As Amazon roars back to life with the questionable help of the mall people, the boys find their bike accessories waiting for them, a reward for being a good consumer.
I got fulfilled! It's all the stuff I ordered for the bike parade!
But Kenny's dad isn't a fan of what his son has done, seeing as the boy's short-sightedness has damaged the struggle for workers' rights. Stan's dad, on the other hand, is about to be very happy. At first, he seems very displeased with the strike, as it's hurting integrity.
It's the stupid Amazon strike! I rely on things for marketing, Sharon!
But little does Randy know that the strike is exactly what he needs for more customers.
Hey, excuse me, can I buy some weed?
Now that consumers aren't getting their packages, they need something else to consume to take the edge off, which is perfect for Tegrity and will soon provide the downfall of Amazon. As more strikers want that good old devil's grass, they also start buying it from Randy's competition.
No, it's fine. I'll just go over to the Anderson Weed Farm and buy more there.
Randy doesn't like that. He needs to find something to stay ahead of his competition. But what can he possibly do? He needs to bring their product directly to their consumers.
Yeah, like a delivery service. Some way so people don't have to drive out here and even see the other weed farms.
So they decide to use the e-scooters to travel around the town with deliveries.
I'm kind of happy they did like a big in-depth video for each class.
After returning home from
What
work,
up?
he is
And it's not
greeted by a
everything.
surprise.
What up?
What the?
Steven,
Damn, I'm actually
Steven,
pumped for a game again, dude. I've been
Everything
excited for a
Steven
game in
and
a
his
while.
family had ordered
What
from
up,
Amazon finally
What
got
up?
delivered by our good friend Jeff Bezos. Who knows others are soon to follow.
Your townspeople are beginning to learn that cooperation is rewarded by fulfillment.
Other laid-off workers join Steven because they either can't resist their own urges for stuff, or they feel
So
the
far,
need
the
to
monk's
give in
my
to their
favorite.
children's demands.
I don't
Yeah,
really
me
care.
too.
I just want my stuff. If I have to work at Amazon to get my packages, then so be it.
Some of like the
Some parts make it
sorcerer
clear
and
that the
stuff
consumer
looks
has
sick.
become
Yeah.
so desperate
Actually, I usually
for
like
much
the
more that he no longer cares about the dignity
Quick
of
melee.
mage type characters in these
Oh,
games.
yeah, yeah.
Sadly, Amazon Prime doesn't solve everything yet. Friendships can still be hurt. Kenny is finally starting to soak in the messages of his dad, so he
That's
bails
pretty.
out of the bike parade, which is a big problem, as Kyle explains.
Kenny, you can't quit now. We have a 4-bike theme.
The boys have been bragging about winning the bike parade, so they can't just be the laughing stock at the bike parade, which is when Cartman has an idea.
What if the bike parade got canceled? We're never gonna win the bike parade, but if we get it canceled, then everybody loses.
So how do you cancel something innocent like a bike parade? Just gaslight the hell out of it.
What's offensive about a bike parade? Kyle, you smile-minded piece of shit. We should cancel you just for saying that.
But the bike parade
Cheers.
isn't the only problem that has
Cheers.
Cheers!
We also have Josh, who's still a neatly packaged ideology. And like any neatly packaged ideology, if we open it up, all hell will break loose. Now Josh has been kidnapped by Bezos, who knows his weakness.
You were wrongly packaged into a box, and now if anyone tries to open it, your insides will burst apart.
Bezos won't be the one to open it. He sends a bunch of kids to open his package, which ends his life.
No, don't give it to your consumerism, kids!
Now that Josh has been taken care of, the boys arrive in City Hall with a mission to end the bike parade.
Mayor, we demand you cancel the bike parade.
But the mayor isn't there. she's been replaced by Bezos, who also has one more enemy. The people of South Park have united in front of City Hall, having the one thing that can't be understood by big corporations: integrity. Which Jeff doesn't understand because everyone is high. So Randy explains it in clear terms.
Point is, nobody's coming to work for you, so you can take your whole plan and fulfill it somewhere else.
At the end of the episode, Amazon seems to be defeated in South Park. But is Amazon really a villain that we can defeat? Well, not really. Amazon itself isn't a villain. Society is. Jeff Bezos is portrayed as a monster trying to turn humans into his pawns. But only the strikers care because they're the only ones directly affected. Consumers just want to keep consuming as cheaply and conveniently as possible. If anyone gets in the way of that, like strikers, the consumers won't be very fond of it. Imagine Amazon solving all of the problems they're having with workers and public image. You name it. It would lead to increased operational costs and subsequently increased prices for the customers to cover these costs. But that's not what people want. They shop at Amazon for the convenience and low prices. If Amazon fails to provide these, there will be another entrepreneur who will spot the opportunity in the market to replace Amazon. This is what South Park portrays through Randy. With Tegrity, he's giving people what they want: convenience and quick deliveries for their orders, which could also spark outrage in the future. Who is to blame if the entirety of South Park gets addicted because Randy has made his product so accessible? Society or Randy? There's only one path to salvation. Society has to change itself and unite to tackle consumerism. If people keep shopping at Amazon and other big retailers, even when they don't agree with their practices, the retailers will keep doing what they're currently doing. It can't be compared to politics. If you don't vote because you think one vote won't make the difference, you're part of the problem.
This looks
If
sick.
everybody does that, no one ends up voting, and we end up with crappy politicians. So if you want to change the world or society,
I think
start
Mike
by
started,
leading through example,
or
by
Mike in
subscribing
our
to my
league started protesting after he lost last week. Because he took like everybody out. And he played people last week. Yeah, he put McCaffrey and Drake May on the bench. He just has 3 empty spots. I played Ethan last week, who scored 50 points.
Looking out.
Looking out when I needed it. Before I played Keith and Andrew.
How did I die? I don't.
Yeah, that's cool. That's who trends. Sure. What the fuck? What the fuck is killing me?
I'm spraying some gray.
Fucking damn it.
is kind of exploding in popularity, which would explain how Ringcon, who sponsored this video, managed to raise $4 million on Kickstarter for this, their second generation smart ring. I've been using it for about 2 weeks, so the fact that it's here in the box is kind of a lie, but it's no fun to do an unboxing if it's not in the box. So, okay, you get the Ringcon Gen 2, which is packed full of sensors. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but perhaps most importantly for now is that it is thinner, lighter, and narrower than their last gen by about 25%, about 33%, and about 12% respectively. So wearing it on the recommended finger, which is the index finger, though you can wear it on your middle or your ring finger if you prefer, is, I would describe as reasonably comfortable enough. You can see obviously it's a little bulkier than just, my basic wedding band here, but it never bothered me in day-to-day use. See, I can close my fingers together and have it not be painful, which is kind of my benchmark for that. What else we got here? Some documentation, a USB-C cable, braided, nice, no wall wart though, and their charging case, which is actually kind of a big deal. I really like this thing. Instead of having to do some fussy alignment, it's clearly indicated how it goes on. There's 2 little nubbins on the inside of the ring, which correspond to 2 little divots here, and boom, you're charging. But you won't be doing that very often. I was surprised to see that their claims of about 10 days of battery life on this thing actually held true. I got a nice little notification, hey, it's probably time for you to charge it. Popped it on the charger, and the best part, the charger has another about 150 days worth of battery on board. So you only have to charge this case a couple times a year. That's pretty convenient. You know what else is convenient? Not having a subscription. I know, that's probably like a talking point for later after we've, talked about what the ring actually does, but that's a pretty big deal for me. I don't know about you guys, but I have enough subscriptions in my life, and I don't need one for the, blood oxygen level monitor that I wear on my finger. Let's talk about all the other sensors. In addition to blood oxygen monitoring, Ringcon is particularly focused on nailing down undiagnosed cases of sleep apnea, and they say they were the first ring to do that. And they do all of this while staying IP68 waterproof. I did not pay any special attention to this whatsoever over the last couple of weeks, and it's alive, so that's all I can really say about that. Oh, wait, no, I can say more. Why don't we pull up the app and have a look at My Health? It's compatible with both iOS and Android, and Ringcon claims that their sleep apnea monitoring was found to be over 90% accurate, which is pretty cool. I did not turn on the sleep apnea monitoring, but Bell, who's been using it for 2-3 weeks as well, says he did turn it on. Do you have sleep apnea, Bell? You don't? Hey, congratulations! We'll look at Bell's health first. No abnormalities detected. Well, that's a strong statement, but he apparently doesn't have sleep apnea probably. Let's poke around in my health data, shall we? Day 1, October 17th. Hey, good job. 100% activity. Go Lions. Is that good stress? Okay, alright, hey, look at that. Normal stress. Oh, okay. So I'm low stress while I sleep. But before I sleep, my stress is improvable. Okay. Oh, I see. There's like a little arch that shows your range. Yeah, okay. That's fair. It's kind of cool that I can see the spikes for finding out about the power outage, for finding out about the setup issues, and then giving my presentation. No exercise records available. Time to start exercising. Dude, I am way too lazy and disorganized to be like, I am starting exercise now. This is the type I am doing. Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Like, no, man. AI or something, they gotta figure that out. Now, one area where the Ringcon seems to disagree with one of my other smart devices is in sleep. And I have no idea which is more accurate out of the 8 Sleep mattress topper or the Ringcon Gen 2. But it's clear that there are some strong disagreements when we look at data from the same day. They're both kind of on the same page in terms of like when I got into bed and when I got up, but the actual sleep stages are way off. Here's an example. On this day, my mattress says I had a low-quality, fair night's sleep, while my ring says my sleep quality was good. Now, Ringcon allows you to subjectively rate your sleep, and they're going to use that in order to give you a better evaluation over time.
God fucking damn it.
Just based on the raw data, there can be disagreements between different smart devices about how exactly things were going. So in summary, I'd say the main pitch here is sleep and health monitoring without a subscription for people who don't want to wear a watch and or don't want to micromanage making sure that their watch is charged and on them whenever they're sleeping. The 10-day battery life was a game changer for me in terms of compliance, because a device like this is only as useful as your willingness to be wearing it all the time, and that's something that I think that Rincon has done very well. If you guys enjoyed this video, thank you Rincon for sponsoring this look at the Rincon Gen 2. You guys can check it out at the link down in the video description, and make sure that while you're down there, you get subscribed to Short Circuit.
Today we use the brand new power drill melee weapon, and believe me when I say, the combination of augments that I have for this class is actually insane. Stick around, this is gonna be a good one. Alright, welcome here to Liberty Falls. We obviously have our slot 9mm already gold here that we got a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, but here we have the main event, this drill. Now I haven't really done a whole bunch of melee only builds. I'm kind of nervous for it. I'm not a big fan of melee macchiato. I was really disappointed. I was really excited for it before the game came out, but then when it came out and it really wasn't so great, I don't know, it made me kind of sad. But obviously that's going to be like the cornerstone of this entire build here. But as you can see, this drill is actually really fast. I don't know exactly how it compares to the baseball bat and the combat knife, but it certainly feels fast enough for what we want to do. And our first line of business is we need to head all the way up to melee macchiato, because if you don't know, melee weapons tend to drift off or tend to get really bad around round 4. So we are actually going to skip by that. Well, actually, you know what? We should probably just shoot the bonus points, right? We're not going to stick around here, wait for the double points to maximize all of this stuff. So we'll just grab this this bonus points here. Of course, watch a zombie drop a double point. Okay, good. All right. It's like watch a zombie drop a double points now that we just did that. We're going to head on up through here, and then we'll camp a little bit more up to here. I think this should be okay. I really am excited to show you the combination of augments that I've got here. I did play a little bit of a test game to test out and see just how good it does, and let's just say I've got some high hopes here. All right, so we are here. It's round 4 finally, and how much? I mean, obviously it's gonna be 2,500, but let's show you. Unfortunately, round 4, yeah, it's gonna be a 2-shot kill, which is really sketchy to do. So hopefully we can get enough points here. Is that some bonus points? All right, let's go. Zombies are so slow now. We should be okay here to get 2,500. I don't think this guy is gonna get us there. Oh, we're so close. It is strange to me how they actually decrease the amount of points you get from melee weapons versus headshots. In Cold War they were the same, but now they've actually decreased the amount of points you get from melee weapons, or I guess melee kills in general, so that really de-incentivizes players, I guess, desire to use them, which is really sad. But now we've got enough for melee macchiato here. This is going to be good because one of the augments I have for this, oh my goodness, meleeing feels so bad. Oh, it's so terrible here. But one of the augments that I have is vampiric something. It's like a vampire something. When you get melee kills, it actually gives you more health back. Which, I mean, isn't that like the obvious choice to run in this situation, because you're going to be so close to zombies, they're obviously going to be hitting you. Ooh, double points, let's go. But as you can see, even though we are, full armor, very good. Even if we do get hit, especially at these early rounds here before round 10, and especially before round 30. No, Dennis, come here, Dennis. Sorry, Dennis, yeah, it had to be done. We're going to be able to sustain our health even when we have a ton of zombies hitting us at the same time. Hint, hint. But now we've got enough to open the church. I'm actually going to come in here, break these crystals, get some extra salvage, because we are indeed waiting until round 10 so we get the free rare tool, but still want to be able to pack a punch here soon. Want to keep up my DPS for these rounds coming up. All right, now we've got enough to pack a punch this guy. Look at this. Oh, look at this. It looks so good. Really cool animation too, where he flips up the drill and all that. Oh, so good. In these early rounds, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be as aggressive as you can, because as soon as the zombies start actually bunching up, which is normally what you want with like regular weapons, but as soon as they start bunching up, that makes it really, it's a lot more dangerous to be near a horde of zombies when you can only kill one at a time. So especially when the round first begins, just be really aggressive trying to get ahead of all of the zombies bunching up. And I actually want to show you a little bit of a trick, glitch, bug, probably a bug here. I saw this in a recent video of a round 100 speed speedrun world record. Someone was able to get into the church without actually opening up any doors, except for the one through the ice cream shop. And I think I figured out how they did it. You gotta come up to the roof, obviously through the zip line here. And then if we jump down here, there should be a little bit of a prompt to open the door, just like that. We go ahead, open the door, there'll be a little explosion down there. And then if we go up through here, the ice cream shop is open without that door ever being open, and without that door ever being open. Pretty cool. I'm sure it'll get fixed soon. But then for my jug augments, this is the real game changer here. Oh, vermin rounds. I hate vermin rounds. But the reason why the jug is a game changer is because instead of probiotic, you can see I'm just at 250 health here. I have it so that way when they destroy my plates here, I have that shock effect on, the stunning effect here. So when they break it, boom, they get stunned, which allows me to kill them more, or, you know, get more shots on them. So that is going to be really huge, kind of the cornerstone of our strategy here. However, the thing that makes that even better, and it probably makes the biggest difference with this whole strategy, is the second augment that I have for Jug, and that is durable plates. Now, 9 times out of 10, the other plates that do more damage mitigation are going to be way better, but because we're meleeing zombies and we're obviously going to be taking way more hits, and because melee macchiato, oh, Mangler, are we okay yet? Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Because melee macchiato, we have the vampiric whatever that gives us more health. Our health really isn't going to be that big of a deal, so we don't need that damage mitigation, because take a look at this. Our health is fine. Our health is fine until we lose the armor, so we want to keep armor as long as we can. And so durable plates is going to be so good. And I was playing around, like I said, I did a little round, like 15-20 game here before this, and it made a really big difference. Like, you could tell it was night and day. I was using up armor plates way too fast, but with these durable plates, oh man, it is absolutely game changing. Oh yeah. And Manglers are actually really weak to melee weapons, especially if you aim for their arm cannon. Their arm cannon is really the thing that makes them weak here. Now, in terms of what I just bought here, Speed Cola. Speed Cola is pretty important because I have the augment that lets us refill our Ether Shroud super fast, or our field upgrade really fast. And Ether Shroud is really important because I have the augment that allows us to stay in Ether Shroud longer when we get melee kills. And man, oh man, is that, like, what that does to the abomination, you guys are gonna love. You guys are gonna love it. Oh my goodness, it's round 13. Donuts, we need to go do this Easter egg real quick. Oh man. Please land that. Please land that. I think that did it. Sweet. The biggest thing, the biggest worry that you're gonna have with this strategy is getting armor plates. So that is gonna be very important. We're gonna double Pack-a-Punch after we get our rare ether tool here, and then we make it an epic because we got the salvage enough for it. We are gonna be focusing on buying some more. Ooh, there's a sentry gun, and there's our rare tool. Very good. We'll get that going. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, you can see why armor's important here. That is unfortunate. 1000% on me. I definitely thought I could just save it, but sometimes as you're power drilling here, as we'll get into the mid-round strategy, sometimes your drill overrides the stuff. Like, I was trying to put on an armor plate there, but it just was I was spamming too quickly my power drill button, and as well as my armor button. So sometimes you gotta kind of move back a little bit more. Like I said, 100% my fault, not that big of a setback. We're gonna go ahead, upgrade this guy to epic, because I believe we should be able to, oh, well, that wasn't his arm cannon, man. All right, there you go. We should be able to one-shot those manglers here really soon. We can go ahead and double Pack-a-Punch this just for safety, even though I probably should have gotten more armor first. You can see when there's a line of zombies right here, I believe I also have the augment in melee macchiato that allows my backpedal speed to be faster once I get a successful melee. I mean, it's nice, but also the melee here in Black Ops 6 is really not great. It feels pretty awful, especially compared to like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and Ethereal Razor, man, dude. Ethereal Razor would have been awesome here. I don't know if this is just because we're on the IW engine, like the brand new engine, that melee feels bad. I remember back in Infinite Warfare Zombies, the melee felt absolutely awful. And unfortunately, it seems like that's carried over to here. Black Ops 3, and I know Black Ops 3, whatever. Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 really had this thing where like that, like this would all be like melees right here. Like all that, like it's crazy. You see that right there? That zombie hit me, even though I couldn't hit it. And like the melee's timing all feels weird. Oh my goodness. It's just, it just doesn't feel as good as we've had in the past here. But as we can see here, we're gonna get stunned. Very good. We'll put in an armor plate. Oh, we have an abomination in store for us now. All right, well, let's go ahead and wait for him to get on over here, and I'll show you what I usually do to take care of him. There you go, there you go. We'll Ether Shroud. Oh boy, Ether Shroud, and that will hopefully do a little bit more bonus damage, but if you manage to just time it right so that way you get a critical shot on its mouth, it does really good damage. And all these zombies really just ran away, didn't they? Wow. All right, but here's the real reason you want to be in here with this door closed and this door closed. If we head on over here, I think the high round strategy is like sitting here and using the whatchamacallit, mutant injection and all that stuff, but for our purposes, I like sitting here. This is a pretty fun one because you can get the zombies as they come out of here, and then they'll start kind of slowly coming out over here, and then eventually you just sit here. You got no zombies coming from behind you, and you could just sit here and have some fun just like that. There you go. Every time you hear your armor break, you'll put in a new armor plate because there should be a bunch of armor just sitting right here, and it's pretty darn effective. Oh my goodness. And in terms of bug rounds, I have just been going to the high round strat and just kind of coming over here and just waiting for them. The unfortunate part about all of this is that the strategy that I'm going to show you here doesn't last past round 30, because at round 30 the zombies start dealing more damage. You can't hold off the zombies and plate up fast enough. Like, you'll lose damage too quickly and die. And really, this is kind of all you need. I mean, I'm gonna buy quick revive next because it always is nice to revive or heal faster. I know it can feel pretty overwhelming at first, especially before you have a, oh man, see, like that was a little bit weird, right? That was a little bit weird, but I know it can feel overwhelming, but you can see we've got some armor plates here. It's gonna break next. With this little pause, we'll add an armor plate back on, but sometimes it doesn't play the animation, but it will still give you an armor plate. That's fine. So we'll just put on another one. We just keep going. You can see we're killing them fast enough to where our health is perfectly fine, and we should have enough armor here just sitting on the ground that we shouldn't need to worry about that. Yep, there you go.
14,000.
Online. Sunshine's the best disinfectant, so I let some into your skull. Salvage available at my waypoint. Smell like blood for days. Affect my aim.
Hello.
Headshots are really easy when I pretend the target's Richter. Sorry, no group discounts.
We about to take another dab? Something?
I heard Mike takes fake dabs.
Horror's back. What dabs do I take? What did you say?
Fake dabs, bro.
Fake? Fake. Not even real dabs.
Mike's guy extracts all the THC out of the dabs before he takes them.
Gas station dabs?
Gas station dabs.
Yeah, they're Delta 8.
Rahib. Rahibi is hooking it up.
Delta 8, dude?
The 8. The D8.
It's actually a mixture of Delta 8 and Delta 10, bro.
I see liters of Delta 8. They go for about $800, which makes 1,000 carts. Let you know how garbage that shit is. Ooh.
Quick and painless. Not that I give a shit about it. Bonus points.
Big nine.
All aboard Weaver's Death Express.
What is it? Okay.
Double points.
I'm about to heat up, and I don't think anybody here is gonna join.
What are you talking about? You just walked in here because I was heating up just a minute ago.
Mine can't take more than one dab every hour.
I can heat up again right now.
I don't want mine.
Oh shit!
This is already good.
Thanks for coming to Bodies by Weaver. Come again.
What Fall Guys, you guys? What do you do? Those stuff.
Help me, shotgun. How far are you on the camos, Core?
I got all the gold done, and I have 5 guns left for Opal.
Damn.
I can start working on Afterlife and Nebula.
And then you beat the game.
Then I can finally play the game.
Sorry to interrupt your miserable shit-sucking existence.
Ooh, I mean, I'd be down for Fall Guys, but it's not looking good. And
Yeah, I know.
Man, I'm fucking pissed off. Kentucky's only up by 40, so this is fucking
Print, dude.
close game.
Cheer Nate up.
Anyone need loot?
Oh, that one's on tonight too. They're in Vegas. Vegas, whenever time that starts.
Cheers.
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 Dude, we're gonna do 3-player Fall Guys.
No, Mike will play with you. Mike has that game. Mike, get on Fall Guys.
Does Mike even a video game anymore?
What?
maybe if Adam Sandler makes one.
You know it, Gene. I'll be raging.
Making an Adam Sandler's Fall Guy.
Hello?
Mm.
Just bar.
The fickle finger of fate is usually a middle finger.
You guys aren't even on here.
You get on Fall Guys? We could get on Fall Guys if you're gonna play.
A whole lot worse.
It always just it never picks up the owl play. It's always just play. Every single- Is Nate there?
Stop it, good to go. Who wants a taste?
Nate's here.
Nate down to play.
The open casket if I were you.
Is Mike not playing? Like you have to play with him.
Why would
Who
I?
doesn't even want to play Fall
You
Guys?
have to play with him.
That's your stop, bro. You always tell me you're on the team.
No, they kicked me off the team. I failed in the finals yesterday. They need a new Squidward.
Here, watch it. Hucky.
Yeah, they're not even up 50 points, dude. I mean, this could be over any second.
Oh man, they just got 40.
Yeah, they're only at 49. Oh no, they're not even up that much.
Right now they're up 64 or 40. What? 44.
They're up 64.
Wow, that's yeah. They're only up 44. That's how dire this situation is right now.
2.5 left. 2 minutes 47 seconds.
Fine.
getting on the Yushin raffle, Andy?
Nah.
280 for a spot. I mean,
Did you hop
quite
in?
a lot, but nah, it would be tight. I don't think my luck would be.
There's no
yeah,
way.
$280, 125 spots. So.
And there's only one person wins?
Yes, sir.
For what? Like, how much is the pendant worth?
The rig is worth, let's do 280 times 125, $35,000.
$35,000 for a rig?
Oh,
well, yeah, most of his work goes for a lot close to those numbers. As of recent.
Man, you're talking about being salty. If you break that, you wouldn't even want to smoke out of it. What the fuck?
That's the idea. They're normally not your daily driver.
They're pieces of art.
Your daily driver.
I mean, some guys are probably rocking this their daily driver because that's their lifestyle. But for some, like if I just won that for some reason, of course, like you just said,
They just sell it for the
honestly,
money.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, realistically, I'm just selling it, and I'm sure depending on who wins it, anyways, they're just gonna sell it too. But
depending on who wins.
Yeah.
Probably some rich people just throwing money at that raffle.
Well, I already, you can go through the tags, the spots. I see all kinds of names I recognize. SHO, Rosin, all
What's
kinds
up,
of
Mikey's
other
probably
trappers.
in there. He ain't selling.
No, he's not What's Up in there. He probably owned that rig originally. Actually, I think that one came from 5.5 Smoker. All those 40K rigs, 50K rigs, there's only like fucking 100 people in the United States that are dropping that much money on that. Like, so. They all own the rig at first, and then it always goes to someone else, like, whatever, a year or two later. Yeah, there's a
Because this
bunch of
guy
names
makes
there.
such cool rigs. Like, how long does it even take him to make that?
Or just his name. And anything.
I don't know. I'd say a month or something like that. But yeah, I was about to say, just like
He just makes
any
millions of
artist.
dollars or something?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I'm sure he's a millionaire. But I don't think he's like straight like LL Cool J type millionaire. Like I think
It's not LL Cool J, huh?
like
Turns not even on.
in
That's just so
2012
funny.
his marbles were like $300 or like $400. So his work dramatically increased in price in the last 7 years probably. But there's like a huge gap in the glass industry now where there's like those artists like we just talked about where there's like probably a few hundred of them where they make extraordinary amounts of money, and then a mega gap of like the other artists that are all like living off of scraps essentially.
I'm gonna invite you this.
Just us playing.
No. Brent? 8? Alex?
I'm playing.
Score's getting
Playing zombies.
You bag.
It was a good try.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like it was happening.
The momentum was there.
I saw Nate invited me to a game, and I saw Trent on.
It must have been dragged away from the computer.
Return to the King, the fallen rise of Elvis Presley.
You just didn't want to play Fall Guys.
I thought you guys didn't want to. Nate said he wasn't playing.
It's cool. We don't.
We just got on and we're like, where are you at? Nobody was here. Everybody hates everybody.
Yeah.
That's true, Gene. I think about that at work, man. My God.
That's just because you hate everybody.
No. Everyone does hate everyone.
In some way.
No, some days it's alright. A lot of days, I don't know, man. I feel like tensions are always high on the job site. At least the ones I'm on. Maybe it's different elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it's higher. More physical labor, too. People are more stressed.
Stressing. What'd they buy you this week, Andy?
You got
Kind of
something
food.
else for free.
I
You
know.
stole something else.
Yeah, I got Donatos for free.
You fuck.
Then also, he brought in Holtman's this morning.
Oh my god, I couldn't be paid to be put on a job like you've been on. You just tell me about this gravy job
And
you've been
I've
on.
been
Like,
there for so long too.
it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, it's a bad thing because at this point you're gonna get so used to it, and then you're gonna be sent to a shit show or something like that.
I've been to a few in between. Every time it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm cool with both, but like, yeah,
But like, nah, leave me on the other one.
yeah, pretty cake, yeah. In the morning, I usually have 2 coffees, and then I'll
God damn it.
I'll go get an orange juice. Then,
Jesus.
Usually before I leave, I'll go grab a Celsius.
You basically work at Google now, don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
the free foods.
And if I ask, they
luxury hangout.
The guy's always like, "Don't ask." Or else my boss will be pissed if you're. Basically, just like always. I'm just like, dude, I don't want to just take shit, dude. But it's crazy. He had a back roller. He was like, they used it as a doorstop earlier, and I was like, damn, is that one of those back roller things? I might try that after lunch. He's like, take it. It's garbage. It's yours.
God.
It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, you son. Fire.
Two in the chest, one on the head. Spoiler, the head's all you need.
My boss told me to do the 8 and skate today if you finish early, which I did. Fire.
Nice.
That dealership is done, boys. Go buy a car. Some shitty Hyundai.
Nice.
Pull up.
Skated out of there.
Paint's still wet.
Still wet, a little tacky. That superintendent, he was trying to trying to dream shit up. We raced out of there, bro. It was 11 o'clock. I was like, yeah, right. This guy, he's gonna try to find more shit. I didn't let it happen. Bye, Andy.
Damn, Andrew was out.
Wicked painters. Not that I give a shit about them.
Damn, it is getting late. Mike's about to be out too.
Shut your mouth, Corey. You don't know me.
Actually, I'll work tomorrow.
Not this weekend.
Damn, dude, that was like a 22% drop in your bonus.
Probably. Fuck. I don't know. It's such a mixed bag. The one guy, Dale, the first year he had only been working. He said he's kind of the black sheep, so that doesn't really help. And I think we're a little better than Dale, anyways. But regardless, he said he got like $500, and he had worked there he got hired in like August or something, or July. So the low end would be $500. So that's whatever, you know what I mean. But then the other guy, the guy that's been there, you know, like the entire time, he was like, he told my dad, he was like, yeah, last year he gave me $1,500 less on my bonus than the year before. Jesus Christ, how much is he giving you, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck, like, I mean, so I know I'm not getting nothing like that. So, you know, like, I don't know. I really, you know, I'd like to think a stack or something, but you know, fuck, I really don't know. I assume it'll be on the at least 5. That's what I'm gonna go with.
No way, bro. You skipped this weekend. It's gonna be like $1.50.
$1. But yeah, it's crazy. Them one dudes, they be making so much bank. They're kind of fucking the 1-2 dudes, you know. I mean, they're kind of like, you know, they're just so what the hell is it called? Spoiled, dude. They don't know what it's like to have done any real work in forever, bro. They've been on like little, like not little jobs, just like fucking easy office jobs. Really, just where Andy was saying where he's at, like, you know, I mean, just you know, the easiest environment imaginable as far as, you know, for my shit at least, you know. Versus where I've been, which is fucking industrial pit. Not exactly every day because I've been at the dealership, but you know the other job I've been at, you know, is an industrial pit, and that's where I'm gonna be now with the one. It's just yeah, those guys, they don't do that. They don't ever go there. Dale said they soaked up a PW job for 2 years and still lost a bunch of money over it. I was like, God damn, dude, like, fuck, like. All right, dudes. It's just those two dudes. They kind of, I can tell they're spoiled. They're set in their ways because they're old as fuck and they've been around forever. So I get it. Like, it's just like I could see it already. See it. It's all good though. I'm tripping too hard.
Mike's tripping
I just
hard
want
now.
the dough. I just want the dough. No, I just want, like I said, dollar bills when it comes to, I got like 4 months now. Whatever. Whenever my year marks. Coming for the money. I don't want too much though, because like I said, I don't want to be wrapped up in like, because unlike Johnny Engler, like, you know, they ain't gonna give me no easy job if I ask for a bunch of money to definitely make sure I'm on the worst shit ever. Oh yeah, we just gave you that money, bro. You need to be doing it. Like, oh god, I need to hear that. Like, but it'd be alright. It'd be alright. I can't wait for all these days off though. I got 6 PTO days and I am looking forward to all of them.
I think I still have all 10 of my PTO days.
About fucking time someone dealt me
Really?
a winning hand.
Nice. I don't think he was gonna let me get paid for him. I was gonna ask if I could do that for like one of them or two of them.
They pay us out for anything we have left at the end of the year.
Dude, that would be fire. Not that, like, I only got 7 days, so I mean, I'm probably gonna always use the 7 days, but it would be cool. That's one thing I'm gonna go for next year. Not in 4 months. I mean, at the 2-year mark, I'm asking for another 5 days. I've never had a fucking job where I've had more than a week of vacation ever. So,
7 days.
I want to have.
A week, technically.
They don't count that though. Every job I've been at, it's always 2 personal days and you know 5 whatever vacation days. I know I can use it however I want, just like Keith. You know, what I mean, I can break it up. I could use, you know, what I mean, days at a shot. Like I don't have to take them in a row or nothing like that. But I just want another 5 days, so that way I can have 2 different sets of weeks. You know what I mean? If I wanted, and then have a couple personal days for like bullshit, like whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, I got to take off today for whatever.
Oh my god, I did it again. What am I doing? I just threw this run.
I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic.
That'd be fire.
Looks like someone wants me to blow the
I was thinking if I was still at Kroger's for some golf reasons, I would have like, I think I'd be at like 4 weeks of vacation. It'd be pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, but no, like,
jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
that'd be pretty nuts.
It's not that I'm unfaithful. It's that I'm mad as hell. Wow. I felt like this when I earned my jump.
You got a month of vacation, Trent? I'm sure you got like 20 days at least, right?
Trent's got 83 days.
I bet you got 20.
No, I don't. I mean, yeah, I just accumulated.
So, like, if you work full time all year, you know what I mean, just normal hours, how much are you gonna rack up at the end of the year?
I mean, I actually just it used to be maxed out at like 136 hours, but I just actually got it to like 160 because of being there for 5 years.
Nice.
Not that much, but I get like 6 hours every paycheck.
Oh, okay.
Every 2 weeks, I guess.
Nice. The dudes at the zoo always said that that's how their vacation worked. They would rack it up just like that, like I guess by working hours. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I guess that will work in your advantage if you were, you know, putting it down on the clock. You could rack up even more.
Straight in the wood chipper. Well, fuck me. Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work. And somewhere the gods of luck are laughing their asses off. Trust you, Box. I haven't trusted anything since Requiem. Jackpot! Who fucking are? At least this box can't screw me over any worse than Richtofen. You to know this is not what I fucking wanted.
Gene, when are you gonna find the next big heater that takes the nation by surprise.
Why do the words consolation prize come to mind?
Gene said, "Fuck you."
He's not even there for the heater. He did not give a damn.
They step it up, I step it up. It's a vicious fucking cycle. Sunshine's the best disinfectant, so I let some into your
Getting to the
skull.
point where I have so few guns left to do opal that I can't fucking get them out of the box.
Heads. You lose. Thanks for coming to Bodies by Weaver. Come again. Max armor.
Where's your guys' new shop at, Mike?
What?
Where's your new company shop at?
So like, if you're talking like where like shop like tools and like
Yeah, your
the
guys'
truck
like
that.
headquarters.
Well, the headquarters is in Kentucky, like the actual office. Like if you were like to get hired or anything like that, that's in Kentucky off of Greenup Street. I think it's called. Like they're in Covington.
Okay.
And then like my shop, like if I was gonna go pick up shit like paint or drop shit off or pick up the truck or anything like that, that's in Reading.
Geez, you think you'd want those two things to be a little closer together than that?
Mark and Andy like own Reading basically, as far as like Mark's owned tons of property there, and Andy lives in Reading. Mark was from Reading. He doesn't live there anymore. He lives where his office is. It's like his house technically, but it looks super crazy nice. What is it?
How old are they?
Maybe 3 years younger than my dad or something. 4 years younger.
I don't know. How old does that make?
55 or something. 54.
Dude, I
Probably.
guarantee that Al knows them.
Is he big time in Reading or Kentucky
Al
or
was
something like
born in
that?
Reading.
Oh wow, really?
He lived in Reading until he was like fucking 30. He knows like
Oh.
everybody who's ever lived in Reading.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, Andy Bronner, he's like the councilman now, and then yeah, Mark Leach. Mark Leach owns my company, and Andy Bronner is he's like the superintendent. Both of them have lived in Reading, and they both own property and have been there forever as well. So, yeah. Mention the names. Maybe they know.
Right before the Christmas bonuses come out, be like, I know Alan Oates.
Just throw it up. Shit, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
I'm sure they at least know the name, because when I went to Al's dad's funeral, there was 3 Reading city council members there.
Oh wow, really?
His dad was super involved in the community too.
Okay, yeah, shit. We always joke with Andy and call him the mayor. He's not the mayor, but you know what I mean? Like, he's like something like, you know, whatever involved in the city, so we always fuck with him. It's pretty wild. We have like the company truck like for shit on the job. Like we had to pick up trash and shit the other day and do garbage haul, and it was just nice to be able to go pick up the liftgate truck and do that.
Mike, I like driving
Never
big
had
truck.
that. Technically I didn't drive, but yeah, I would have no problem driving something like that. I do enjoy driving big vehicles. I've never drove something really, really big, so technically I don't know about that. That probably makes me a little nervous, but I'd still be into it. I have no problem, like, you know what I mean? Wouldn't bother me.
Definitely driven some stuff that I would not have a driver's license anymore.
What, like not having like a
CDL.
Yeah, whatever, real license.
Being way overweight, shit like that. Way too big a truck for what I was supposed to drive. Like even just my work truck I have now, I'm not allowed to put a trailer on it.
Really?
Yeah, because I've got a 350. So it's like even if your trailer's empty, the weight that it could haul is above what my license can do.
Really? I
Yeah.
see all kinds of F-350s driving around with trailers, I feel like.
Yeah, anything bigger than 26,000 pounds, you have to have a commercial license for it. So my truck with the trailer, I think my truck off the bat's like 20,000 pounds or something like that.
Damn, bro.
Capacity, not like the actual weight. But then you
Right.
add the capacity of the trailer. I mean, some rinky-dink trailer like the one Al hauls his mower around in, I could probably hook up, but...
Right. No, legit. That's flat.
So when's the company truck come from these guys?
What was that?
When's the company truck coming from these guys?
They don't have any company trucks, but no one does.
Really? Not one person in the whole company.
I mean, maybe Andy, like Markbot,
Yeah.
paid his truck off, but like, there's no one's driving around with a truck that says Mark Leach on the side, or anything like that.
That's pretty odd for a construction company.
Yeah, no, I was surprised. Honestly, I don't think he has to do any advertising whatsoever, like, at all. So, that's pretty wild. But, aside from that, yeah, I just think, since Andy, you know, rides around the field with the one liftgate truck, like, if we need anything, like, big, or when we just order paint everywhere, like, he just orders skids or whatever we need to where it needs to be. Little things, you know, I just go pick up, but like, so for the most part, no one really needs a crazy big van or truck or anything like that. All the other guys have their own truck, and of course they have equipment in the back of it, you know what I mean? But no one got an actual shit, you know. Which I was surprised. I thought, you know, people might have had that here, but no.
Super uncommon in the construction world. I feel like. I don't think I've ever been to a company that didn't have them.
Yeah, I was surprised. I pretty much got everything else unlocked, but yeah, just not that. Which I'm not like stressed, like if I'm not like responsible for like crazy equipment, which I mean I got like a little 6-footer and a carry rig with me, so nothing more than that, you know what I mean? Some hand tools. I'm not like super stressed. Once I get more time down the road, you know, maybe like ask for gas money occasionally. I'm like actually like, you know, yeah, I don't have a truck. I only got a car, so technically I couldn't bitch too much. But if I had my own truck and I had a bunch of shit in the back of it, probably would mention gas money occasionally. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Big dicked yet. Give it more time.
I'm sure as shit doing my part.
You gotta take off December 5th, bro.
I took off December 10th, Core. Just a random day, a Tuesday.
Not the 5th, though.
What happens on the 5th?
New zombies map, dude.
Oh, God. It's on a Thursday. That day could have worked, too.
Works
Yeah, I
out.
have one random day. I had 5 days perfectly for the holidays, you know what I mean? 4 for Christmas week and then 1 for Thanksgiving week, so that filled up those. So I have 1 spare day. I was like, oh, fuck.
Does the rest of the company have to work on Black Friday?
On Black Friday? No, optional. Like, if anybody wants to take off, they can take off. You know what I mean? I wanted to get paid for that day, so
I
I
was say,
had
but it's not a paid day off.
Not for everyone else, no. Well, unless they used one of their own PTOs, but no. Of course, everyone get paid for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But yeah, no, not Friday. You can stay home though if you want. I think of course, like it's definitely a mixed bag on the holiday thing. I can already tell. Like the tail guy, he's like, "Oh, I don't give a shit. I'll work on Christmas." You know, it's like, yeah, you can have it, buddy. I'm not doing any fucking holidays. Not around the holiday. I don't give a shit about any of that. Money's not even worth it then. But some of the other guys be digging it though. I think Englert took off around some of the holiday shit. I'm excited for the December 10th though. I don't think yeah, I don't know. I can't remember ever like really in at least recent years staying home from work like and everyone being gone from the crib. Like normally someone was always here, you know what I mean? Like but both my parents would be at work that day, so like because their schedules are actually like that now. So that would it would be interesting. Honestly, probably the biggest waste of a day. End up doing absolutely nothing. That'd be alright. Be alright. Be nice. Paid to do nothing like to beat up the Gene, what do you have planned, bro? Are you taking any days off? I don't ever hear Gene take days off unless he's like going out of town. Gene's still not even there. I forgot. He was gone earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he hasn't gotten kicked because he's watching Trent stream, I think, isn't he? He is, that's why.
You don't even know what a write-off is.
But you will be writing it off. We just watched Clear History today. I was hoping you had seen that. Like, I was like, oh fuck, I wonder if Ford's even seen that.
Even Comrade Kalashnikov never
I mean,
dreamed of a gun like this.
literally just a curb movie, essentially. I mean, as far as like how he acted and, you know, what's his name? John, whatever the guy's name is. I can't remember his name. Fuck is it? Who's the other dude that, like, is like another Larry almost? You know what I mean? That's who they said he was in like season 11 or whatever.
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm. God, I kept wanting to say John Hine, this dude on the Howard Stern shit, so it's really fucking me up.
It was like the 5th time I've gotten a ray gun from the box. Of course, when I'm playing a normal game,
Central.
you know, there's no chance I would get the ray gun when I was actually trying to get it. We got like
Gene.
5 guns left. Gene is gone. He's never coming back.
Roll the dice, shot in the dark.
They found him drowned at the bottom of the pond.
Sick.
Well, fuck me.
Sick bastards.
Looks like someone wants me to blow these stinking corpses back to hell. Well, look at that! Did someone sand down your rough edges? I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic. Got the hardware. God knows I've got the training. Goddamn box must be working for Richtofen. It's not that I'm unbeaten. It's that I'm mad as hell. About fucking time someone dealt me a winning hand. Got the hardware. God knows I've got the training. If you were full of booze, you'd be more helpful. we go. You gonna give me a gun or a swift kick in the balls?
Dang, bro, we're the Trent tree.
What happened?
We're the Trent 3, bro. TT.
Trent 3.
There's 3 of us.
The T3.
T3.
Living exotic.
Jack.
DM10, DM10.
Bod, who fucking I'm used to doing without. I'm Russian, for fuck's sake. I bet you get off on this, you sadistic wooden prick. I've gone from fuck this shit to cautiously optimistic. Did it surprise you to know this is not what I fucking wanted? Fuck center mass, I'm spraying some gray. 6 years of prison food. I'll damn sure live through this.
Did you go down on purpose?
Yeah, so like there's this thing in directed mode where like it caps at round 11, so you keep getting manglers for the camo grind. And if you get a bug round after you save quit, you're basically fucked and you gotta restart.
Shit.
It didn't used to be that way. I think they might have patched that like today. But you used to be able to just save quit and then you get a mangle around again. But I just did it twice in a row and kept getting bugs.
Cheers.
Big Sen or Waterblaze watching, Mike says.
It says you got two people. So I was confused who the second person was.
I don't know. Maybe it's a fan, Mike. Maybe I have a fan.
Fan. Or fan.
I'm in the mansion, command center. Injured, but intact. Most everyone else is, well, you got eyes. Look, we need to get this situation under control ASAP. Be ready for anything. Fletcher to Alpha. 3 Janus science staffers are missing somewhere in your AO. locate and extract, counting on their expertise to end this outbreak.
Nighty night, you ugly shrieking fuck.
For a team who didn't expect to take on the apocalypse today, you're handling this well.
Now there's literally nothing happening between your ears.
Tear them to pieces.
See the face on that thing? Nightmare fuel.
Max ammo.
Maxis used to say I have more lives than 9 cats. Me fucking yow, motherfuckers. Setting rally point. It's like a symphony of bodily harm. Plenty of corpses.
Bonus points.
Firepower's crucial, but it's all in how you use it.
Tear them to pieces.
Oh my gosh, where if this fucking bug around gets me again? I have to restart. Be super pissed.
this is over.
Double points.
Mangle that, you son of a bitch. Looks like 10 pounds of death in a 5-pound bag. I'm gonna smell like blood for days.
Insta-kill. Tear them to pieces.
Way to swat that bug, Alpha.
Mike, did you see what they came out with on Steam?
What happened?
You see what that Rockstar came out with on Steam?
I did not.
Red Dead Redemption, the original, remastered.
Oh, snap. How much does that be?
It's only $40.
Only $40?
Yeah, well, I mean, I say only, but I mean, they could have charged 70 for it.
Right. I mean, that's pretty wild, but still, yeah, it's not too bad. As far as like
Upgraded
the
4K
game
graphics
part.
and all that. As soon as I'm done with zombies, that's definitely what I'll be hitting. It's got the DLC with it too, the zombies. I don't know if you fucked with that very much when you